We now continue with the exercise 22a. We are on the ninth sum now. So let's see the ninth sum. At a particular time when the sun's altitude is 30 degrees, the length of the shadow of a vertical tower is 45 meters. Calculate the height of the tower and find the length of the shadow of the same tower when the sun's altitude is 45 degrees and 60 degrees. So it is this way that if this is the sun, this is the tower, this is the ground part. So we know that if the sun's altitude is 30 degrees, this is 30 degrees, 30 degrees, then the length of the shadow of the vertical tower is 45 meters. So this distance over here is 45 meters. This is the height of the tower, that is A, B and C. This is what is the figure like. So of course this is not required. So sun is at an altitude of 30 degrees. Then the shadow which will be formed is 45 meters. So we need to find out first the height of the tower. So very simple. We know that tan 30 is equals to AB upon BC. Tan 30 is 1 upon root 3 is equals to AB is H, or we can take it as AB upon BC is 45. So AB is equals to 45 upon root 3. Now comes the main part. If you are using a calculator, you are going to get the answer immediately, but that is what is the biggest mistake you will be doing. Because in the examination, you are not going to be provided with a calculator, and you cannot be doing this as 45 divided by 1.732. Can you do this? I can't do this. It's quite madness to do this thing. Right? Then what is to be done? How do we solve this thing? So to solve this thing, what we will be doing is rationalize the denominator. So you are multiplying both by root 3. Accordingly, you will get it as 45 root 3 upon 3. That will be 15. So it is number 15 root 3 meters as the answer, which of course needs to be given in a decimal points. So we will be saying over here that it is nothing but 15 into 1.732. Now multiplying 1.732 any number is easy, but dividing anything with 1.732 is difficult. So that's why what I did is converted the division into multiplication. So 1732 into 15. So 15 2s are 30, 15 45, 48, turns out is 105 plus 4 109, and then 15 plus 10 is 25. So it is 25. So the H is equals to 25.98 meters. Got it? So that was the height. That was the first part. We are getting the second part over here, that what would happen. So second part is theta is equals to 45 degrees. So it is 45 degree now. So then you know that tan 45 is equals to AB upon BC. So tan 45 is 1 is equals to AB is again 25.98 upon BC. Therefore BC is equals to 25.98 meters. That is nothing but the shadow. So the length of the shadow will be 25.98 meters if theta is 45 degrees. And secondly, theta is equals to, so that is A part, and the B part, if theta is equals to 60 degrees. Okay. If it is 60, then it is tan 60 is equals to AB upon BC. So that's root 3 is equals to AB. Now we can take AB to be as 15 root 3. So it is 15 upon BC. So that will be BC is equals to 15 root 3 upon root 3. So that is equals to 15 meters. That is the shadow in the second case. So we see that the answer over here, important thing is no calculators. You use a calculator, you get stuck up in the examination. You will not be able to know, okay, what is going wrong, because the problem will be that you will be trying to divide something very big and waste a huge amount of time, whereas this could have been done much easily. So using a calculator is helping you to do your homework sums easily and faster, but in a way is spoiling you and not allowing you to think. Okay, this is what is important. Got it? Okay, so now we move on to sum number 11. So sum number 11, here it is. Two climbers are at point A and B on a vertical cliff face. It's a vertical cliff face where two persons are A and B. To an observer C, 40 meters from the foot of the cliff on the level ground of A is at an elevation of 48 and B is at 57. So it is this way. Sum number 11 is like this. This is a cliff, and there's two people over here and one person who is over here, this point C. A is at an angle of 48 degrees and B is 57. So this is B and this is A. Now, how do you determine that which will be A and which will be B? Always remember, slope ज़्यादा यानी straighter means bigger angle. So angle B is 57 and angle A, this is 48. Okay, 48 is with A and 47 with. We put this as point D. You need to find out the distance between the two climbers when they are given that the distance between this and this is 40 meters. Okay, very simple. What you are going to find out is with 47 as a degree, we are going to find out BD, and with 48 as a degree, we are going to find out AD, and subtraction of BD minus AD will give me AB. Okay, so let's see this one. Tan 57 is equals to BD upon DC. Tan 57, we get the value of tan 57 from the table. So let me check the table. The table gives me 57 degrees as 1.5399. It is 1.5399 is equals to BD is BD and DC is 40. So that gives me BD is equals to 1.5399 into 40. So that will be 15399 into 4. That is 4, 9, 36, 36 plus 3, 39, the 12 plus 3, 15, 20, 21, 4, 5, 6. So it will be given as 61.596 meters. Okay. Then we have over here tan 48 degrees is equals to AD upon DC. And 48 value, we know 48 is 1.1106 is equals to AD upon 40. So 1.1106 into 40 is equals to AD. Therefore, AD is equals to, you can see over here, 4, 6, 6 4s are 24, 2, 6 are 2, 4 1s are 4, 4 1s are 4.4. So that will be equal to 44.24 meters. Therefore, distance AB is equals to BD minus AD is 61.596 minus 44.424. That will be 2, 7, 1, 11, so 7 and 5, 1. So that is 17.172 meters will be the value for answer number 11. So sum number 11, the answer will be 17.17 meters. So that is the distance between the climber A and B. Got it? Easy. As I told you, main thing is visualizing that particular question and making a figure for the same. What do you visualize? एक vertical cliff है जहाँ पे दो climbers थे A और B, और एक आदमी कहाँ पे है 40 meters from the cliff and he is viewing them, देख रहा है ऊपर, angle of elevation 57 degrees 48 degrees. Clear? Easy. Sum number 19, sorry 13, that's the last sum of this exercise. From the top of a cliff 92 meters high, the angle of depression of a boy is 20 degrees. So it is given that this is a cliff and you are at the top of the cliff and you are looking at a boy. Now boy is just a floating body. So he is looking from the cliff which is 92 meters high. He is looking at it at an angle of depression is given as, sorry, the angle of depression is given as 20 degrees. So this angle over here is 20 degrees. So accordingly you can see that this will also be 20 degrees. So angle of depression is 20. So parallel lines के हिसाब से this will be 20 degrees. You have to find in the nearest meter the distance of the boy from the foot of the cliff. So you need to find out this distance. So we need as A, B and C. We need to find BC. Simple thing. So tan 20 is equals to AB upon BC. So tan 20 we find it from the value from the table. So tan 20 is 0.3640. So 0.3640 is 92 upon BC. So BC is equals to 92 upon 0.3640. Can you see this? 92 divided by 0.3640. Are you going to do this? No, I am not going to do this. If you use a calculator, you will do this. If you use the calculator, you will directly get the answer over here. Directly सीधा 92 divided by ये कर दिया, खत्म, सीधा आंसर मिल जाएगा. But what will happen in the exam? कुछ नहीं आएगा. What do you do in such cases? Are you really going to divide this thing? No, you are not going to divide this thing. Then what is to be done? Let's understand what is to be done. In such a situation, when you get this way, you can consider this as cancelled. और उसके बदले क्या करेंगे? Now, if this is 20 degrees, we know this is 90 degrees. What will be this angle be? This angle will be automatically 70 degrees. 70 plus 20 plus 90 is 180. So we see over here that tan 70 is going to be BC upon AB. And tan 70 का value मुझे मिलेगा, tan 70 value is 2.7475. 2.7475 is equals to BC is what I need to find out and AB is 92. So now what has happened? BC will be equal to 2.7475 into 92. So I am converting the division into multiplication. Samjha? So here we have converted this thing into this. Why did we do this? Because here the calculation was turning a bit difficult. We didn't want to do such a calculation. 0.64, 0.364 with 92 divided by 0.364. नहीं, पागलपन हो जाएगा वो. Here simple multiplication, 274,745 into 92. Yeah, you do multiply this thing. 5 to the 10, 14, 15, 8, 9, 14, 5. 0, 9, 45, 63 plus 4, 67, and 36 plus 6 is 42. Yeah, 42. And then again 7, 20, 63 plus 67, and 9 to 18 plus 6 is 24. So that will give me 0, 0, 7, 7, 12, 5 and 2. So it will give me as answer to be as 252.77 meters You had to find out to the nearest meter. Accordingly, the nearest meter is to the approximately 253 meters. Samjha? This is the answer. Yes, you can try with the calculator, you will find the same answer. Okay? Not that you cannot get the same answer, you will get the same answer even with this thing. But the only thing is that here doing it yourself is going to be difficult. But the same thing, if you do it with this part, it's much easier. So that's why you see that this answer. So this was the sum number 13 of the exercise, which is 253 meters. Yeah, that's it. So very important to see this. Okay, don't try such things, better do this way. Right? Okay, so that was sum number 13. Now we move on to the next exercise, wherein you will be having some complications, but the method remains the same. So it is going to be the same way, same kind of a thing, but only thing is that it will be slightly more complicated. The figures will be complicated, and accordingly we'll do this. So that will be in exercise 22B now. So we have this exercise 22B. We are lucky, the first sum, the figure is given to you. When the figure is given, automatically it becomes easy because you don't need to think that what will the figure be like. So that's the first one. The figure is already given to you that it is two right angle triangles connected like this, and such that this distance over here is 30 meters, this angle is 30 degrees, this is 45 degrees, this is angle is 90B, and यहाँ पे है C, यहाँ पे है D, यहाँ पे है A, and this is X. So given in the figure, AP is the perpendicular to BD and its length is X meters, DC is 30 meters, and angle ADB is 30 degrees, and angle ACB is 45 degrees. Without using tables, find X. Why without using table? That means you are not supposed to use this table, but you are going to use that table of √3, 1/√3, वो वाले table use करना है. तो हम लोग को ये log table book नहीं दिया गया रहेगा. So we need to remember those tables. That's why I told you that you will need to remember the values of tan 30, tan 45, tan 60. वो करना पड़ेगा. So here we already know this thing. Now what we get over here is, let's see the first triangle over here. So in triangle ABC, tan 45 is going to be equal to AB upon BC, right? So if AB is X, BC will also be X. So 1 is equals to AB, that is X upon BC. Therefore BC is also equal to X meters, right? Now we see the tan 30 in triangle ADB. Tan 30 is AB upon BD. So tan 30 is 1/√3 is equals to AB is X and BD is 30 plus X. This is 30 given to you. This is X we found out. So cross multiply, it will be 30 plus X is equals to √3X. X on one side, 30 on each side, so other side. So X minus √3X is equals to 30. Sorry, minus 30. Okay, or we'll do it one way. We'll bring the X over here. So it is √3X minus X is equals to 30. Now, the moment I take it this way over here itself by 1.732, it will be 1.732 minus 1 is equals to 30. That is 0.732 is equals to X is 30. So 30 upon 0.732 आएगा, जो advisable नहीं है. Okay. I'll just show it and then you erase it again so you can understand it. So if it is 1.732x minus x is equals to 30, then 0.732x is equals to 30 and x will be equal to 30 upon 0.732. This is not advisable. Doing a calculation of 30 divided by 0.732 is not advisable. So then what should we do? Again, no calculators. That's why I'm telling you. So what we will do is, we will not do this. Instead we will say x is root 3 minus 1 is equals to 30. So x is equal to 30 upon root 3 minus 1. What we'll do is rationalization. So into root 3 plus 1 upon root 3 plus 1. So that makes it 30 root 3 plus 30 upon root 3 square minus 1 square. Why? Because it is a plus b, a minus b, a square minus b square. So it is 3 minus 1 is 2. So this will be 30 root 3. It is 1.732 into 30. So or we say 3 first. So it will be 3 to the 6, 6 is the 9, the 21 and 2, 3, 1, 3, 4, 5. So it will be given as 51.96 plus 30 upon 3 minus 1 is 2. That is 81.96 upon 2. That will be 9 18, so 60 be 8. So 40.98 meters will be the value of x. Understood? So x will be equal to 40.98 meters. Got it? See, if you tried that thing 30 upon 0.732, you are going to get this answer. I'm not saying you are not going to get the answer, but you will be losing very, very important vital time of your exam paper in calculations. So that's why make this thing easier by avoiding such kind of calculations, and that is avoided if you try using these methods. And this method you will use only and only if you are not using calculator, because when you are having your calculator in your hand, you do not think, you just take the numbers and punch the numbers and get the answer. So don't use calculators for such sums, for any sums in fact. So that was the first sum of 22b. We now move on to the third sum of 22b. Sum number 3. Find the height of a building when it is found that on walking towards it 40 meters in horizontal line through its base, the angular elevation in top is from 30 to 45. So it's a simple thing that this is the building. Okay, you need to find out the height of this building. When found that walking towards it 40 meters. So when you are away over here and looking at this particular top of the building, you are making an angle as 30 degrees. But when you move 40 meters here and reach this point, so this was point A, when you reach to point B, which is 40 meters from here, then the angle of elevation becomes 45 degrees. This point C and this point D. Okay? Understood the meaning of the question? What is the meaning of the question? Find the height of the building when it is found that on walking towards it, when I am walking towards it 40 meters in a horizontal line through its base, the angular elevation of its top, angular elevation to its top changes from 30 to 45 degrees. Very important to understand the question and to draw this figure. Once you have drawn this figure, easy. But till this point, difficult. So same as what we did earlier, we'll take this as an x. So we have over here that tan 45 is equals to DC upon BC. So 1 is equals to x upon BC. Therefore BC is equals to x meters. Okay. Now we are going to take the next triangle, that is the bigger one. So we have over here that tan 30 is equals to DC upon AC, which is 1 upon root 3 is equals to DC is x upon x plus, because now this will become x plus 40. So we get x plus 40 is equals to root 3x. So 40 is equals to root 3x minus x. So that's why 40 is equals to x into root 3 minus 1. So x is equals to 40 upon root 3 minus 1. So you again multiply root 3 plus 1 upon root 3 plus 1. Accordingly, it will be 40 root 3 plus 40 upon 3 minus 1. So that will be 40 into root 3 is 40 into 1.732 plus 40 upon this is 2. Yeah, so that gives you as 1732 into 4. 4 to the 8, 4 to the 12, 28, 29 and 4, 4, 6. So that will be 69.28 plus 40 upon 2. That will be 109.28 upon 2. That will be 54.64 meters will be the height of the building. So the height of the building in question number 3 is 54.64 meters. Are we clear? Okay. We continue with the sum number 5 in the next video.